on, what? Come on, what? Come on, come on, what? Come on, what? Come on, what? Come on, what?
Hello everybody, it's Alessia from Fit and Fearless. Today we are Wednesday, the 9th of October, 2013. We are exactly 12 weeks away from the grand finale of my efforts to become fit and fearless. Although I feel like this week I was pretty fearless. I got very sick since Saturday. I had like kind of a monster flu that started as an innocent sore throat, and then it sort of transformed into a really bad cold, and then it ended with a stomach ache and just horrible, cough. And now I'm obviously doing much better, feeling really good, and I didn't put on any weight during the time I was sick, which is new for me because usually every time I've been sick I put on weight because you can't really move so much. I rested on Saturday and Sunday, and I took as many naps as I felt necessary. I let myself nap as much as I deemed necessary this weekend. It was nice. It was nice to take it easy. And I felt better, so Monday I started training again. So I only needed 2 days of recuperation by not pushing all out on Saturday and Sunday like I used to. So that was good. I learned to pace myself when I'm getting better from an illness. It's really important. And I also learned that I have to keep up what I'm doing now because I feel great. I didn't move as much as I did other weeks, but I managed to actually lose some inches in my arms. I lost a couple inches, 1 inch here and 1 inch here. So now they're nice and balanced, and it's kind of cool. So I'm putting my measurements finally on the website that I'm putting up at the same time as this video. So I will put the link below. You'll finally see all my updated progress pictures, and I will also discuss in more detail my go-to foods for October 9th. That's surprising. I mean, my birthday is less than a month away, which is also great. I took the entire week of my birthday off, so I'm excited for vacation. It's already only 4 weeks away. So that's coming up. I'm getting off topic. I'm supposed to be talking about nutrition. I'm telling you about my vacation. I'm still pretty sniffly and stuff, but I wanted to talk to you and see what your best nutrition foods are. Like I enjoy having things like oatmeal, but when I have oatmeal, I always go towards the whole food option. So I'll actually buy the oat groats and make something that's a traditional recipe. I tend to follow the works of Weston Price. I found it very interesting. He followed traditional cultures and their diets. And we're talking about, he was studying these cultures before they adopted the Western diet, as we say. I mean, full of sugar, refined sugar, and white flour, and tons of allergens. So before people adopted these really unhealthy diets that we all kind of are familiar with, we tended to have more whole foods. And Weston Price kind of studied how different cultures would meet their nutritional needs with the foods they found in their environment. I sort of drift towards that kind of ideology. Instead of being fixed to something like low carb or being fixed to something like paleo, I kind of drift in between Mediterranean meets paleo meets sort of high raw, because I love raw foods, not just for the enzyme content, but because they're just so nutritious. I mean, you don't lose any of the nutrition from cooking when you have raw foods. I guess that's why I love my smoothies and my salads at night. So that's what I drift towards. I'm going to put my favorite recipe on the website, and I hope you have time to try it because there's lots of great vegetables in it, and it's just the way that I really power pack my supper every night. I actually was able to run again this morning, which I was happy about. So that means that my lungs and my cough are under control because I was able to run and no coughing. I was feeling great. There's some people in my team at work that are on sick leave, and I work in payroll, so if I don't go to work, people don't get their pay. So it's really important that, I went to work all the time. I didn't take any time off. I did overtime. But I'm not pushing too hard either. I only ran for 25 minutes this morning, and I did a little bit of weights. I snuck in some weights after, lunges and squats, just to stretch as well. So in terms of nutrition, I just wanted to throw out some of my favorite go-to kind of foods for training. I don't want to bore you with a long list of what do I eat and what do I stay away from, But if I had to go real fast, I would say I avoid gluten because I'm intolerant. I'm gluten intolerant. I also avoid, exceptionally, I'll have cheese, especially goat cheese, but I try to avoid dairy. Soy as well. I think that it has very strong estrogenic effects that I don't like. My main foods, I have to say, are green vegetables like lots of kale, baby spinach, herbs like parsley and coriander. I also love to have big salads at night. So I have lots of vegetables like cucumbers and celery. I'm going to put my favorite recipe for rainbow salad that I make pretty much every week, and it's just either with quinoa or wild rice, which I really like too. I make it with about 10 different vegetables and dried cranberries and almonds, and it's amazing. So I'm going to put the recipe for that on my website, which is finally ready to share with all of you. I'm really excited about that. You'll see my progression in photos, also my measurements and how they've changed. Next episode, I want to talk about supplementation and sort of discuss which ones are necessary, which ones are not, which ones to go with synthetic and which ones to buy natural and organic only. Those are some of the questions that maybe you have, because I know that I have them too. So I'm doing some research on that, and I want to talk about that next show. I'm going to put nutrition information more in detail on the website because I don't want to bore you for 10 minutes blabbing about nutrition, but I've found some foods are very good for balancing my hormones, and when my hormones are balanced, I find everything else just runs smoothly. I mean, it's such a big component of success when you're following a fitness plan, and it's often overlooked. So it's more than just, eating more sweet potatoes. I'm going to explain a little bit when I talk in detail about each food that I make sure to include on a regular basis. I'll try to mention a little bit why, and also the justification in terms of how it affects your hormones in achieving your goals. So that's it, 12 weeks left. I'm really excited. Still 24 pounds left to lose, but that's 2 pounds a week. Nothing I haven't done before. So I'm really excited. This is going well, and I hope that everything's going well with you too. I'll talk to you soon, and until next time, this is Alessia telling you to be fit and be fearless.